Caballeros, que fuman.
All right, boys and girls, we are smoking the Leaf by Oscar. This is the Maduro edition. So if you guys are listening in the audio-only version, on the surface, looks like a well-constructed Lancero with a nice dark wrapper. This one is 7x38, made in Honduras. Like all Oscar Violadas cigars, they're all made in Honduras. This one has a Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper over Honduran binder and fillers. This one is $9.90. It's available in 3 sizes. They make it in this Lancero, also a Toro, a 6x50, and a 6x60. Mm-hmm. So this is one of those cigars that it sells a lot, right? So it's a very popular cigar. But then there's this other segment of smokers out there who've never tried it because when they look at it, it looks funky.
Right.
Just like when you first looked at it, you were like, what do I do with this?
Like, I'll be honest with you. You know, I tend to be the sort of the newbie of the group, and the education that I get from you guys is amazing. But you handed me this cigar. And
I'll show it to you here.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah.
And so, it was wrapped in a leaf, right?
Yeah. So it's wrapped in this rustic leaf, and then and it just looks funky, right? It does. You almost don't know how to get into it. You're like, what do I do with this thing?
Which side do I light? What
so it's very rustic looking. And so if you're listening to the show and you're doing the audio only version, next time you go into YouTube, go in and look at the video version of this so you can see it. So I'm going to unravel this guy on camera for you. So first, one of the things that's cool is the label on it is actually made of tobacco.
That is amazing. You know, I'm a big label person.
Yeah, so this is...
And when you told me that, I was like... Oh.
This is literally tobacco that has been ground down and with the stems and everything. And they grind it down and they turn it into a pulp, and then they set it out to dry. And that's the paper that they use in this cigar, which is really, really cool.
As my mom would say, como inventan.
Yeah, man.
Boy, there is some
really
invention going on in this world.
So you're seeing this is what you get when you buy it at the store, and it looks funky as hell. But again, this thing sold like crazy. But I'm gonna do it so that you guys can see it here on camera.
As
far as
cigar innovation goes, there's not a lot of innovation that gets into cigars. I mean, this is really as far as you can go. But from a packaging perspective, it's super creative.
But you could see that how ugly it was on the outside,
and then the cigar is on the inside.
And then the cigar is just beautiful.
And obviously we're going to get into it with Oscar when he comes on the show.
Yes.
But it was point. Like you were blowing you blew my mind when you told me it was one of the most popular. They couldn't keep them on the shelves.
Yeah, when they first made it, it sold like wildfire, right? So the first Leaf by Oscar was made for the Leaf and Bean in Pittsburgh, which is a store that's owned by Jim Robinson, and so that's where the first Leaf was made. And, you know, he ordered a batch just to kind of get started. And within the week, he had to order again and again and again and again. And then it started just catching on.
You know what a good validation for a brand is? So when I ask people, like, what is it they enjoy smoking? And a lot of people tell me, hey, I like smoking the Leaf. This is back when he first came out and the years that followed. It was like the Leaf by Oscar. So when it first was introduced, I'm not a packaging guy, so I thought it was a bit gimmicky. But when people are like saying, hey, listen, I smoked this, and it's not because of the gimmicky packaging or whatever, they're smoking it because they enjoy the cigar, that says a lot about it.
Well, what I always appreciate about Oscar Violadas is that he likes to have fun. I mean, remember the 80s cigar, the Back to the Future cigar?
Well, I thought you dressed up today because he's got a cigar called the Wild Hunter. And
he does have that color palette. Yep.
You see? Well, you know, I'm not a hunter. I like to. It's like when I go golfing.
I'm not a hunter. I just crush a lot.
That's it. I just eat. You know, like when we do the Cigar Snob golf outings, I never golf. I just drive the cart. You know what I mean?
And drink.
So I don't ever shoot anything. I just like to eat it.
But. So what about the flavors on the cigar, Ivan? What do you get?
So it's got this dark Nicaraguan wrapper on it, right? So I'm getting like chocolate right out of the gate. I mean, this is a very interesting. I don't think I've ever smoked it in a Lancero before. So like the flavors are more like pronounced, but it's almost like a chocolate. Woodsy. I get licorice. I know that's like a note that I pick up mostly.
That's an Ivan
because
note.
It's a Ivan note because it's like a anise. It's like a sweet anise that I get in like licorice. That's it.
Yeah.
So maybe like a medium plus strength, but creamy.
I do think it's really creamy. There's like an almond cream sort of taste to the creaminess.
And then a little heat on the retrohale.
Tiny bit of like, it's a subtle pepper. It's not a lot. Not a lot of pepper at all.
That's what I was going to bring up because I've been retrohaling it, and I get that pepper, but it's not obnoxious. It's not offensive. It's just a little bit there. And it almost kind of balances out with the creaminess.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of heat there, just to say hello.
It's not your typical Honduran cigar.
No, not at all. In fact, there is like some smooth earthiness back there.
Sure.
Which is, is a very typical...
A nod to Honduras.
A very typical Honduran note is to get that earthiness. But this is not that gritty earth that you sometimes get. It's a smooth earthiness that's, again, kind of in the background, playing along with the chocolate and the nuts and the creaminess. So, yeah, it's really, really nice, really well done cigar. I actually like it a lot.
Me too.
I'm enjoying it.
Me too.
Now,
I'm actually ripping through it a little too fast.
And this comes in Maduro. It comes in natural.
That's a good point. Yeah, so they have it in Maduro, Corojo. So the Toro that I showed you earlier is in the Corojo, which is this one. And I think they have it in Sumatra as well and Connecticut.
They're all good.
Yeah.
And they're all different. It's a great cigar.
Now the wrapper is Nicaraguan.
Yep.
And it's kind of have a dark, kind of woodsy kind of color, but so you would almost think just by the look of it, but it's not. It's actually very smooth.
It's quite creamy.
I wonder how many people have lit the wrapper without taking it off. I mean, I've seen people do it with cedars on cigars all the time. So
no lie. I was like, so when you showed it to me before we started, I was like, do I like this? No, I can't possibly be it, right?
Yeah, the cool thing about that outer wrapper is, like Ivan said, there aren't many innovations to packaging in cigars because it's kind of all been done.
Now, maybe because I grew up with a Cuban mother who saved everything and recycled everything. What can we do with the leaf once we take it off? Can we use it? Can we like put it in our humidor? Can we put cigars in it?
If you're out of toilet paper, it always
it's really high high grit.
Might be a little scratchy.
It's a high grit toilet paper.
Listen, I got change for a 20. How about that?
Yeah.
What can you do with the leaf? I mean, because I would almost want to put it in my humidor.
Well, you could put it in your humidor. I'll tell you what you could use it for if you want to. I mean, this is off script completely.
Right.
But so if you hang that in your humidor, it can help you determine whether or not your humidity is on point or is lacking. If that tobacco leaf starts to get brittle and dry and crack, then your humidity is not good.
Geek alert.
Sorry, yeah.
Hit that.
No, but see,
listen, you asked for it.
This is why you listen and watch the Cigar
You
Snob
asked for it.
magazine. No, I think that's brilliant because I wouldn't. My mom would kill me if I just threw something away like that and didn't save it in some way. So, I like that.
Yeah. So you could do that. Yeah, you could.
Nice.
Or wipe yourself.
Or Ivan's idea.
If you're in the woods, well, there you go. So okay. So we started. I'm about. I'm still at the very beginning of it, but very smooth. Again, one of those don't judge the book by its cover kind of thing because it
is the epitome.
I
of
was
that.
not expecting how creamy.
Yeah.
But I love that little pepper, just a little touch at the end there.
So I love how the like that juxtaposition of that kind of rustic looking wrapper on the outside, and then you bust open and there's like this beautiful cigar inside. I love how that plays out. I'm a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's what we got, bud.
Perfect. Well,
And moving right along.
Oscar, you've done it again, my friend. We've been having a great time with The Leaf by Oscar. About halfway in now, so I'll start with you, Ivan. What do you got? Has it changed? Is it still creamy deliciousness?
It is. It's still a creamy deliciousness, but I find it a little stronger.
Yeah, the strength. I was thinking the same thing.
Strength's gone up a little bit because it's getting a little
Crept up
closer. Yeah. Maybe because of the size. I don't know. But the strength has picked up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think like the like the bittersweet chocolate has increased. It was creamier chocolate before, maybe milk chocolatey. And now there's more of that like strong,
Like dark chocolate?
70% chocolate, you know?
Yeah.
And now I also get some espresso that I wasn't getting before.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it looks cool as shit right now.
Yeah, right about now.
I love these little.
You look like David Niven or some sort of like, you know, some guy who maybe he's a spy, maybe he works for the, you know, with the eyebrow, and you just say, Calvino, Eric Calvino.
This is I love the size when it gets right to this point right here. It looks cool as shit.
Yeah. It looks like
It looks like $100 cigar.
There you go.
Where are we right now? I'm about 3/4 in. Eric, what do you got?
Yeah, so I think that it's now heating up quite a bit. So the intensity's gone up, the pepper's gone up, the earthiness has gone up. The chocolate has started to die down a bit. So that's where I'm at. There's still lingering hints of it back there, but it's not as intense of a chocolate and as there was before. So the chocolate has kind of taken a backseat. It is still there. The creaminess is still there, but it's taken a backseat to the pepper and earth on at least for me.
Yeah, I'm with you with all the flavors. The strength intensity has definitely gone up because I'm getting closer to the end here. But the cool factor has also gone up because I'm at a very nice point.
You look like Clint Eastwood.
What you need right now is
A Western.
Good, bad, and ugly. This is a
that's
spaghetti Western
totally
cigar
right.
right
You
here.
need one of those little. What are they called? Like the not the ponchos, but like the sarape.
Yeah,
Sarape?
yeah, yeah, I think that's what that
called?
is.
Yeah. I could see you that with a little hat. I'm bringing my collection of hats. For
Wait, you did a Halloween with a Western once? No? I remember you wearing a cowboy. Oh no, it wasn't Halloween. I'm sorry. It wasn't
It
Halloween.
was Tuesday.
You looked
It was
like
a cigar event.
it was a
It
cigar
was
event.
Tuesday.
It was a cigar event
It was
in
a
Mexico.
it was good.
But he looked like
Yeah.
he looked like a character in a
Yeah,
Western.
I grew out my mustachio for it. And
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It was
Blondie. Well, I'll tell you what, despite all the nonsense and all the things we've thrown at it, Leaf by Oscar is still kicking ass. You're right. It's a little bit more potent,
Yeah, it's now strong. Yeah.
less chocolatey, a little bit more of the peppery and a little bit more, but it is holding up very nicely as well.
Thanks for watching Cigar Snob on YouTube. If you enjoyed that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to check out more of our content, go to the channel and you'll see mail-time videos, podcasts, interviews with cigar insiders, and photo shoots with smoking hot models. And if you want even more Cigar Snob in your life, we will print a magazine and ship it straight to your house. It's a crazy idea, I know, but we're trying this out. CigarSnob.com to do that. And otherwise, we'll see you later.